The next, so you know what is subprogram in sub text-based programming? Anybody having any idea? Okay, let me give you an idea about this thing. Sub VI is the main topic. Okay, I'm writing a main code. Sorry, C code. Some declaration statement, executable statement. After that, I'm calling a function fun. I'm declaring variable a. Sorry, yeah, I'm declaring variable. One second. Declaring variable a here and b here, and initializing a and b over here, right? So also C variable. I'm passing a and b parameter to this function. In that, it is returning C value. So there are so many other things. And lastly, I'm writing return 0. Okay. Then here, my function definition is available. It is like this: int a into b. In this, I'm not doing much, but instead what I'm doing is I'm simply adding a and b and returning C. Okay, how many of you can able to understand this code? Let me know. Just say. There are 14 members available. How many of you able to understand this code? All? Please answer quickly.
Sir,
Yeah, you are not able to understand?
sir, understood, sir.
Okay, understood. Very good. Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see here what I am doing in this particular C program is I am calling a function. There are many reasons for this. It increases the readability of code. See, some function definition may be very long. If I start writing all the parts of my application right in the main program, then my main program become too complex. So if there is a need to find a bug in my main program, it become very difficult task. That's why we prefer a type of programming called as, ये वर्ड याद रखो आप, मॉड्यूलर प्रोग्रामिंग. क्या बोलेंगे? मॉड्यूलर.
Modular programming.
Yeah, modular programming. Modular programming is nothing but a programming in which we have a concept of splitting our code into different modules. Each module can be called as subprogram. Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes, no?
Yes, yes, sir. Clear.
Now I am trying to see the similar kind of concept in our LabVIEW programming for virtual instrumentation. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Before going into the implementation, the simulation part, should I run this program?
Yeah, sir. Sure.
Yeah. You need to first write this term, definition of sub VI. Right. Sub VI, it's like text function in text-based programming you have already written. One more definition with respect to LabVIEW, write down. Any VI in our VI is sub VI. Please make a note. Any VI in our VI is sub VI. ठीक है? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah, what I am doing now here is I am trying to show you the demonstration of a sub VI implementation in LabVIEW using this example. We know that the conversion formula of degree C to Fahrenheit is this one, 9 by 5 or 8, maybe 9 by 5 into C plus 32. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Is it correct? Example,
Yes, sir. Correct only. 9 by 5.
yeah, implementation of conversion calculator using sub VI. So with this example, we can understand the procedure of creating sub VI in our lab view. Are you ready for this? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Assume that,
Sir, it's
yeah, please. Should I wait for some time?
yes, sir. Please wait. We'll copy this.
Okay.
Sir, it's an implementation of conversion calculation using sub-VI.
Conversion calculator it is.
Calculator.
Calculator. Okay. This can be the possible block diagram. Oh, it's very big. Okay, this is multiplier 9 by, I'm sorry, this is 5, this is 5. So the output of this is 9 by 5. So I'm doing multiplication of that with input, which is fed with the help of a control coming in the form of degree C. So the output of this will be 9 by 5 into C, right? So that is fed to a node, a function called as plus, which is doing addition of 9 by 5 with 32 constant. So the output we can observe on the indicator. So the formula here, the output using will be finally 9 by 5 into C plus 32.
32.
So if it is clear, you please make a note of it. This I will show you on simulation screen.
Yes, sir. Done.
What I will do is I will replace this part. I will replace this part with a single VI, which I will call as degree C to degree F converter. Okay, to which there is single input, which is degree C applied, and to which single output degree F is interface. So what I will do is I will replace the selected part with a sub VI, which I will name as degree C to degree F converter, right? So this I will create with the help of sub VI. I will show you the procedure of moving a part of code or observing a part of code into another VI, that is called as sub VI. Is it clear?
No, sir, not clear.
Not clear. Let me repeat this. First thing is clear.
Yeah, sir, first one is clear.
What I am doing is this encircle part I want to replace or I want to observe in another VI. The icon for that another VI is degree C to degree F. Right? You see,
Yes.
the selected part is having only one input and it is
Yes.
having only one output.
Yes.
I'm simply redrawing. I'm simply redrawing. The whole part, what I will do is I will move in another code and I will give an icon to that code as degree C to degree F. That's it.
Okay, okay. The middle part you are giving as degree C to degree F.
Yes, just icon I am going to change.
Okay, sir.
So this I will show you. So in examination also, if a question come, define sub VI and explain the procedure of creating sub VI with the help of an example, then you need to write this much. I will show you the procedure of creating sub VI. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now I am moving to the simulation. Already I have created to save the time. Or should I show you the procedure of creation? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Sir, but there it's 9 by 8.
One second. One second. I will make it 9 by 5. The outer part, I simply remove. I simply remove this because that is the next topic of discussion. Uh, I think now it is clear. Okay. Already you had taken this thing, right?
Yes.
So now observe the procedure of creating sub VI. I will dictate also. What we need to do is we need to simply select the part which we want to move into sub VI. So I have selected this part. After that, we need to go to edit and we need to select this option create sub VI. Now you see the selected part is now moved into another VI. So the icon for this VI in use is the LabVIEW icon and the serial number 1 is used. This is called as default icon. We can change the icon also. But before that, are you comfortable with the creation procedure? Should I show you this thing once more?
Sir, yes, sir. Once more, please.
Yeah, I'm pressing Control Z. I'm pressing Control Z. I'm simply selecting the part which I want to move into sub VI, right? This is selected. Go to edit and select create sub VI. It is created.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, but this icon is not convincing. Suppose we want to change this icon. We want to make our own define icon, right? For that, what we need to do is we need to double click on this. Okay. Please make a note of it. The first procedure. The first procedure of creating sub VI. Right on. Select the portion of code select the portion of code which need to move into sub VI, which need to move into sub VI. Then go to edit, and select sub VI. Go to edit and select sub VI. Now next, don't write, just observe. After that I will give you points. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the next thing which I want to show you is how to change the icon of created sub VI. For that, I will dictate you. Don't worry. First observe. Please keenly observe. Double click on this. When we double click on this, you see another VI is coming on screen. That is the front panel of another VI is coming on screen. Okay. If you want to create new icon, what we need to do is we need to select this icon. We need to not select, right click on this icon and select edit icon. I am stopping here, then I will give you points about this. A point about this. Write down. To change the icon, from default to our own, define. To change the icon from the default to our own, then double click on this icon. Double click on this icon. Okay, comma and write down. Then sub VI front panel appears. Full stop and continue. On the extreme right of the front panel, of the sub VI, on the extreme right of the front panel of sub VI, right click and select edit icon. Right click and select edit icon. लिख लिया आप लोग? Have you taken?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now don't write, just observe. After that I will give you time to write or I will dictate you. Now I am selecting the edit icon option. A screen similar to our paint appears. So we need to first erase the available icon. So for that, all tools similar to our paint is available. I am using the select tool. Okay, and pressing delete. If you want, you can even select this. That also will be erased. Then you can go to icon text. There are three options available: template icon, icon text, graphs, and finally layers. So I am now showing you only icon text. If you want, you can try to learn about the other options. So in first line I am writing degree C to degree F, right? So if this is not looking clear, we can adjust with the help of this. You can change the font text, font type, okay, alignment, whatever. In second line, if you want, you can write my sub VI. So if you want, you can reduce the size also, so that everything will appear. That's it. I'm pressing OK. Then you can observe a newly created icon will be available for us. Is it clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? It's very simple.
Yes.
It's very simple and very easy to implement. I will
Yes.
share you the video also. Don't worry. When you get the facility to work on the simulator, you can use that as reference, or I will also be available. Okay, if Almighty permit. Now, hope the procedure of creation of sub VI is clear to everybody. There are two things we need to write under procedure. One is procedure to create sub VI. Second one, procedure to edit icon. Okay, because this
Yes.
is sometime coming for 5 marks. In that case, you need to give in addition to example these two steps under the procedure. Now, can I move to next topic?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Now, next write down while loop. Next write down while loop. So I will explain you about while loop using white screen. Then we will see the implementation. On white screen, I will show you while loop as well as for loop and few more things. After that, we will come to implementation. Right on. Control loops.
Sir, under while loop, we have to write control loops.
No. I'm coming to it. Sorry. There are two control loop. One is while, another one for. Okay. Now consider this while loop first. While loop. First point, it is similar to. It is similar to do while a condition while a condition satisfied. It is similar to do while of text based programming. Okay, there are two types of while loop, everybody know. One is while do, second one do while. Do while means at least once the part of the code encircle in the loop is executed, and whereas while do is if condition is satisfied, then only the code available inside the loop is executed. Okay, is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. So you can write down the flow chart. We have a code, suppose here like this, and after that a rhombus, condition met. If no, we will be out of the loop. If yes, repeatedly code is executed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is called as flow chart. Taken?
Yes, sir.
Let us see the appearance of while loop in LabVIEW and what are the parameters a while loop contain. Let us see that. In LabVIEW, while loop is like a frame Okay, it is having one option for the iteration number, and it is having a circle for control. Okay, to which we can give a logical input. कौन सी input देंगे? Logical input.
Logical input.
Yeah, and here in the space code is available. Please make the drawing of it, this while loop appearance or syntax of while loop in LabVIEW. Okay. चलिए आगे बढ़ेंगे.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
That's I, na?
Sorry.
I, na, sir.
I is nothing but iteration number. लिख लो, मैं arrow में अलग लिख देता हूँ. This is nothing but iteration number, and this is nothing but the control of loop in which we give condition.
Words.
Now make a note of this control options, because this is logical input. What are the different options we can give under logical input? Only two, either 1 or 0, correct? Are you agree with my
Sir, what's
sentence?
that? Red?
Logical
Red?
inputs means what?
1 or 0?
Yes. Now I am discussing this control of loop. Control. If we give logic 1 to the control which look like this, कैसा कलर आएगा इसका? Red radian button. I will show you because this is not drawn to scale. Don't worry, I will show you. If the control is red in color and the symbol is radian button, then if we give logical 1, the loop stops. And the name used is, this type of control name is stop if true. The other option is like this. What is this symbol called? Exactly, I don't remember the name. Anybody having any idea? This symbol, the shortcut symbol, right? The shortcut symbol. You have a shortcut symbol. This one, the inverted shortcut symbol. Okay.
Refresh, sir.
Inverted shortcut symbol. If symbol is like
Refresh,
this,
sir.
little. If symbol is like this,
Yes, sir. Refresh. It means refresh, no?
yeah, refresh. Yeah, you are right. Refresh symbol. If symbol is refresh, then if we give 0, then the loop stops. The technical name used is stop if false. अगर ये क्लियर हो गया तो प्लीज मेक ए नोट.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Can I show you for loop also before going to see the implementation?
Yes, please, sir.
Yeah. I'm clearing the screen. Everybody taken? Please answer. Everybody,
Yes, sir.
one more answer I want. ये क्या है? श्योर है ये तो आंसर नहीं है. One more answer I want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm now moving to for loop. For loop. I think everybody know for loop. I need not to repeat what is for loop. Directly I will show you how the for loop appears in our lab view. First point under this, write down. Its iteration starts with 0 and continue up to n minus 1, where n is the number of times for loop repeats. Right? This is first point. The syntax of for loop in lab view is like this. It is having again the parameter I, which indicate iteration, and it is having the option to feed the number of time we want the loop to execute. To this we can give some constant, and in this space we can write code. Halas, that's it. Please make a note of it.
Here no need to give condition, nothing.
No. There is no condition in for loop. There is no condition. There is no control in for loop. However, we can add, but in the default, in natural form, there is no control available in for loop. It simply repeats this many times. Simply repeat this code this many times. Agree?
Yes, sir. Agree.
Now, everybody taken this thing?
Yes, sir.
Can I erase this and give an example?
Yes.
So write down one example. Acha. Example I will show you in simulation. Here write down. Next topic. Next topic. iterative data transfer. Sometimes this topic is used as accessories of loops. In the in some of the previous examination, you will find this topic as accessories of loops. In some technical textbook, you can find this topic as iterative data transfer. Okay, either this way or this way. We are going to discuss some of the additional thing which we need to learn with control loops. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In this, I will show you two things. One is shift register, another one feedback node. Okay, one is shift register and feedback node. The use of both is same. There is a minor difference, I will show you later, but the use is common. It is used to close the loop. ये बहुत important है. It is used to close the loop. What do you mean by closing loop? Or in other words, we can say that it is used for the implementation of
Why?
closed loop system. Are you ready? Okay. Is it looking interesting?
Yes, sir. Interesting.
How useful it is for instrumentation engineers? This particular topic. Is it useful or not?
Useful, sir.
Yeah. The reason is we all know that in our nature we observe two types of system. One is open loop, another one closed loop system. If you want to implement an instrument in virtual platform in closed loop form, then these things are needed: shift register and feedback node. Okay, chalo ye use likh lo. I will show you what is this shift register and how we can use it for closing the loop.
Done, sir.
Yeah, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm considering a for loop. To this for loop, I am feeding the count 5, right? So inside this, I am using a function with the help of which we can perform only increment operation. So what I will do is, I will use this function what I will do is, I will use this function to perform repeated addition, sum of, okay, sum, the implementation is something like this. I repeatedly add 1 to I. I is 1, 2, n. This implementation I am showing you. We want to perform repeated summation of an integer I, which is initially 1. Repeatedly add 1 to this I. Initially it is 1. So what happens if n is equal to 5? It will be like this: 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so that will be nothing but 5. This implementation I am showing you. In order to perform like this type of operation, we need to add shift register to the loop. I will show you, it is very simple. It look like this. It look like this. Take a feedback of this increment operator and connect it to shift register. So that feedback appears on this side, and that will be again applied to the increment function. So what happen is, repeatedly 1 is getting added to our result. Is it clear? Yes, no? I think no.
No, sir.
Yeah, this is clear.
Yeah, that is clear, sir.
This is clear. So this particular function, if suppose input is given as 1, it will make 1 plus 1. That is clear.
Yes.
So 1 plus 1 I am giving, or I want to move this 1 plus 1 to the left side. That is, this should come in the loop in next iteration. So for that, the procedure is connected to shift register. Shift register is having two parts. One is input part, another one output part. This 1 plus 1.
That is shift register, sir.
Sorry? This is
That is shift register.
Yes, this is shift
Okay.
register. This is shift register. Okay. Initially, the output of shift register gives 0. So this will be in first iteration 0 plus 1. So that is given to input of shift register. So shift register in next iteration bring 1 over here. So 1 is added with 1, it become 1 plus 1. This happens in 0 iteration. This happen in iteration 1. In iteration 2, what happened? This side it is 1 plus 1. So here it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. Then in iteration 3, here 1 plus
1 plus 1 plus 1.
1. So this will be
Therefore 1.
1 plus
1 plus
1
1.
plus 1. In fourth iteration, this side it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this will become 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is our required result. ठीक है? Is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
थोड़ा heavy दिख रहा, परेशान मत हो. When we go to implementation, it become clear. आज के लिए इतना काफी है. So the feedback loop and the other things we will see, and the implementation part we will see in next class.